All right, so to make the table of values, probably the best thing to do would be the -2 to 2. I don't know if that's good or bad. Now, one thing you can do with the calculator is cheat a little bit, in the sense that it's not a bad idea to plug this into the calculator and kind of see how the numbers line up. So if I go in here and I say 4 times, in parentheses, 1 divided by 2, close the parentheses, and then hit my table of values. Because it's a fraction, you'll notice that when you go in the negative direction, it kind of blows up quickly, right? So you almost have to do -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would just quickly just kind of do this. I would do -1 to like 3. And then you could always verify this by, hold on, let me save this real quick. Then you can verify this by doing the math, but we're running, it's almost the end of class time, so I assume that you guys know that you're going to have to do the math for this, right? But I'll crank through it just to kind of help you guys. So on the first one, so if I say -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, my f of -1 is going to be 4 times 1/2 raised to the -1. Remember that you reciprocate that. So it becomes 4 times 2 to the +1. So that's where the 8 comes from. And then if I say f of 0, that just becomes 4 times 1/2 raised to the 0, which is really just 4 times 1. That's where the 4 comes from. And then if I say f of 1, that's going to be 4 times 1/2 raised to the 1, which is just 1/2 of 4, which is 2. Now another trick you could do is we're multiplying by 1/2. So what's 1/2 of 2? 1. What's 1/2 of 1? 1/2. What's 1/2 of 1/2? 1/4. What's 1/2 of that? 1/8. So this pattern of multiplying by 1/2 just occurs over and over. So now to graph this, and I'm just going to do my best to graph this. It looks like my graph goes, so let me just sketch this down real quick. Notice I don't even really draw quadrants 3 and 4. So if I go over -1, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So -1, 8 is going to be this point right here. This is my x-axis. This is my y-axis. Then 0, 4, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2. And then 2, 1. Then 3, 1/2, which is right here. And then 4 is really low down here. And so if I go to graph this, it's going to look like this. And that's the graph y equals 4 times 1/2 raised to the x. Any questions on that? Just got to remember to reciprocate those negative. When you have the negative exponents, you flip the fraction over. And that's basically it.